皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today everyone, I like to talk a little bit about my sickness again. If you remember, I talked about my sickness called the Raynaud syndrome, Raynaud's sickness. It's for those of you, just in case if you don't know about it, it's a sickness where basically blood stops coming to my end vessels, like for example my fingertips or my ears, my toes and things like that. So when I'm in a really like cold environment, when the temperature is very cold, or sometimes it happens under stress or when I'm very nervous and things like that too, I completely lose what should I say, the feeling of my fingers. I can't feel my fingers anymore and such. And if you see my video, you've probably seen my the edge of my left ear is actually chipped about 3-4 years ago, I remember. And every year I do lose some parts of my fingers actually because of the sickness. Yeah. And ever since I made that video, I'm sick video, I've been receiving so many warm messages and DMs and comments from all of you, and it's just so wonderful to know that there's so many great people outside this world. It's this is something off topic, but I always think that the people who really support me, who actually support me, rarely write comments in my videos. Or like that's the same for any YouTuber, For example, I have a lot of favorite YouTubers that I watch all day, but I don't comment them, right? I just simply support them. I always watch their videos, but I don't usually leave any comments. I've hardly left any comments in any of my, like, what should I say, my daily YouTube channels that I watch, like the Japanese channels. Like my friends, like the Shogunate, like Gaijin Goomba, I always leave comments for them, but that's a different purpose, right? Different purpose? I mean, like, that's because I'm Let's Ask Shogo and they're my friend, I want to leave a comment. But if I'm just like a regular Shogo Yamaguchi and just watching my favorite Japanese YouTubers, as just one viewer, I don't leave any comments, right? That makes sense, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that the people who usually do leave comments are people who usually want to say that, oh no, what you said is wrong, or I don't like your idea kind of thing, who really want to, stand out and try to say that I'm existing here, look at me, listen to my opinions kind of people tend to write more comments, right? So if you take a look at just the comments, I really feel every time like, oh, everyone doesn't like me, or, oh my gosh, there's so many people, against my opinions. But in real life, for example, taking a look at the good and bad mark ratio, the lowest I've ever got is 96%. So 96% is good. So only 4% is bad, is the maximum I've ever received before. So even though the comments looks as if 50 or something percent of people don't like my opinions or don't like me in the first place, if you take a look at the ratio of good and bad marks, you can understand that more than 95% of people actually enjoy my videos. And for me, for example, even if I really, really love that YouTuber and I watch his video or her video every day, I don't even press the like button. If that makes, it's something that you really need to be conscious about it, in order to do it. Yeah. So I sometimes forget about it too. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that in the comments of the I'm sick video, I'm pretty sure the people who usually do not leave comments in my videos but always support me probably wrote comments for their first time, in my channel. So I think there are over a few thousand comments right now on that video, but I would say more than 90% of them are very, very warm. 99% of them are super warm and just so kind and everything, and so nice. And every time I look at the comments of that video, I'm just always really, really touched and really feel that I'm supported by so many of you guys. Yeah. And anyways, coming back to today's topic, what I was trying to say is that I've been receiving a lot of DMs saying that I feel so sorry for you, Shogo, and I just really wish you didn't have this sickness, or I really wish you had not like a better life, but something like that, And there's one thing that I really wanted to say. I actually said this once in one of my live streams and podcasts in this podcast channel, but I just really wanted to say that I am really, really not that feeling down or feeling unfortunate about my sickness. I think I did say a little bit about it in my main video, but I didn't say it too much. Again, as I always say, this sickness is a part of me. I'm a person who believes that everything in life has a meaning. Or it's better, we can live happier if we give everything a meaning, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm a person who just likes to think that my life is always perfect. I think I made a podcast video before talking about that. My life is always perfect. No matter what happens, like for example, as I said before, like I was bullied in elementary school. My parents got divorced when I was in high school. My best friend, who was my only friend when I was being bullied, actually died when he was in the second year of high school, so on and so forth. Well, yeah, these are a lot of tragedies. My younger sister actually was caught in a terrible incident, and there are a lot of things I cannot talk about that, but our family went into chaos once because of it and stuff like that. My younger sister, by the way, is alive today, and she's super happy today, but a lot of things happened in the past. Now, if I would say, for example, if I would give these events a meaning, a negative meaning, I would say, oh my gosh, I'm so suffering. I lived a very unhappy life. But, taking a look at it now, I was able to meet Harumi, meet my daughters, start YouTube, being able to talk to you guys like this. My life has always been perfect. And if I'm able to come here, if I was able to come here, if, for example, I was not bullied, and for example, if something in my life, the course of my life changed and I was not able to meet Harumi, I would have not been as happy as I am today, right? If that makes sense. So when I look back at my past, I would say that everything was perfect, and I'm grateful for everything. Every single thing, no matter what it was, I'm grateful for everything that happened in my life. And that includes my sickness today. One of the biggest things that my sickness has helped me to realize is that having a lot of options for everything doesn't always make you happy. This is today's main topic. This is the main message I want to tell you guys. Now, first of all, I want to make it very clear that I understand there are a lot of people who are suffering from even more severe sicknesses than I'm experiencing right now. Much more, for example, physical and disadvantages and things like that, And I don't say that everyone should think the same way as me, but me personally, because of my fingers, my sickness, I am, for example, not able to do certain things like Kyudo, like the bow martial art I've talked about in my main video. I cannot do things that are related to craftsmanship, basically. I cannot draw anything. I cannot sew anything. I cannot do these things during wintertime. Not even summertime. My fingers are, again, chipped every year. So I lose at the edge of my fingers almost every year, and they're getting shorter. Yeah. So it's very, very difficult to do these things because the shape of my fingers change. And, I cannot train Iaido and tea ceremony during winter time. And there's a lot of, what should I say, things that I cannot do, restrictions, should I say, But thanks to that, I'm able to really focus on the things that I can do, Yeah. Because I can't train during wintertime, there's no way for me but to give up and focus on the things that I can. For example, during wintertime, because I have less time for training, I have more time for reading books and studying, writing scripts, talking with you guys like this. I have more time to just simply relax and rest, which I usually don't do, but which I should do more, but I'm not doing that much. But anyways, for example, instruments, I cannot play any stringed instruments before. That's the reason why my only option was to play the shakuhachi. But if I had all the options, I probably would have struggled even more. And I'm very happy. To be honest, if I was able to play the string instrument, I would probably be playing the shamisen right now, and not the shakuhachi. But right now, I am completely falling in love with the bamboo flute, the shakuhachi right now, and I'm so grateful that my sickness has led me there, because otherwise I would not have been able to meet the culture and start training, right? So I just wanted to say, so it really depends on how you define your life, and I just wanted to say that I am not suffering. In that video, I might have seemed really dark and sad, but I just wanted to say that I have this sickness and there are things that I cannot do, but it's not completely disconnected to the fact that I'm sad or suffering. I just wanted to make it very, very clear in this podcast video. And if you find anyone saying, oh, Shogo is such a, what should I say? I feel pity for him, or sometimes I receive comments and DMs like that. Please, well, you don't have to go and reply to them, but please always remember that I am not feeling sad at all. I am always very, very happy and thankful for everything that I have in my life, and including this sickness. Yeah, it builds who I am right now. Yep. And if I didn't have this sickness, again, my life might have changed, my character might have changed. I might not have been able to talk to you guys like this. So I just wanted to make it very, very clear in this podcast that I always say I'm the universe's most luckiest man and the happiest man. I'm very confident when I say that. Yep. Of course, that's not an absolute thing, right? So everyone can be the happiest person, of course, yeah. But I always say that I am. All right, so everyone, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. So guys, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know that there are a lot of people outside of Japan who have their hopes and dreams here in Japan, right? They might want to study Japanese and speak with Japanese people. They might want to visit, travel our land, and also train in traditional culture like martial arts and tea ceremony and stage arts and such. But I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future, because Japan is facing a lot of social problems. As you see in my videos, the traditional culture that we should be preserving are dying out because of all the problems that are happening within the seniority system and all the blah 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 and stuff like that I always talk about. And also the younger generations. Japan is the world's leading aging society, so politics and everything, the government, economy is all made for the older people in Japan and not for the younger people, because obviously the number of votes will be centered on the older generations, right? So the younger people are being shoved, all the social problems are being shoved against the younger generations, and they're not having a very currently they're not going to be having a very bright future. So I really want to dedicate my life to try to solve the social problems, help out the young, and also try to evolve, preserve, and evolve. These two factors are very important. Preserve and evolve traditional culture. This is what I want to dedicate my life to. And to do that, my first step, as I always say, is to achieve 1 million subscribers by January 2023. So your help would mean a lot. The other day, we just celebrated the 750,000 subscriber milestone live stream. So the next is actually going to be the 1 million live stream. I am really, really looking forward to it. I just can't believe this is happening. Having 1 million subscribers, having a channel like that is like something that you would dream of, right? I don't know, like becoming a professional baseball player or, it's like that kind of dream. Yes, I can't believe that we're getting so close to achieving our goal. Of course, it doesn't mean that we're going to be starting to get lazy or anything. The 1 million subscriber goal is just our first step. You don't go like you don't like take your first step on the stairs and go, "Whoo, I did a great job," right? For us, that's the first step that we're taking. So we're gonna be continuously taking the second and third step from here, but still, our first step was a very, very big one. So I'm really, really looking forward to that day, and I'm just gonna be doing everything I can. All four of us, Team Last Ask Show, is gonna be doing everything we can until we achieve this goal. So I hope you can look forward to that. Okay, then everyone, thank you so much, and I'll be waiting for your comments. Bye bye.